Okay, here we go.
Hello, aloha everyone. I'm looking for my love piece memory card. Give me a second. That's what we're gonna do today. You found it. So, aloha. Welcome to today's book. Tao Healing for Finances Practice Group with Master Gina Misetti.
Aloha.
On the right side, and her deep carbonda. You can see his arm. And we have May, our beloved healer from Honolulu, with us. She doesn't want to be on camera, but she's here with us. So if you're on the line, say hi to us so we know who's with us. And think of one thing you would like to transform today during the practice. We are going to connect with the soul of love, peace, and harmony, a powerful soul that I don't think I realized how powerful it is until maybe this past few days. And I still don't think I know the whole picture of it, but I would like to share my story about how I transform my fear by continuously chanting love, peace, and harmony. And it was so powerful yesterday for me. And I would like to bring this practice to you all as well. So before we actually begin, we will do an invocation together to help ourselves to be grounded, to be in our zhong. If you don't know what zhong is the back half of your lower back. So I'm going to stand up a little bit. So if you cut it half here, this is my navel. Okay, so zhong is this half of your lower back. That's our powerhouse. That's where we communicate with our heavens team and the soul world. That is how we connect with Mother Earth and all the souls. Okay, including our own soul. Let's sit up straight. Relax our shoulder. Keep our back away from the chair if it's comfortable. Okay, if you're not able to, that's fine. Keep our feet flat on the ground. Sometimes to keep our spine straight, we may need to tuck our chin just in a little bit. If that's the case for you, do that, but don't strain your neck. So we keep our back straight, keep our feet flat on the ground. Feel the connection up to the heaven, down to Mother Earth, and connect top down, bottom up at your drum. And we will say hello to our own souls and the souls in heaven, as well as the souls of Mother Earth. Dear beloved, our heavens team.
Dear our beloved heavens team.
Dear all our spiritual fathers and mothers in heaven.
Dear all of our spiritual fathers and mothers in heaven.
Dear angels, archangels.
Dear angels, archangels.
Gurus, lamas.
Kahunas,
Buddhas, Bodhisattvas, and
all
kind of saints,
and
all kinds of saints,
and all the beings of love and light,
and all the beings of love and light,
who have supported us throughout the lifetimes.
our lifetimes.
We love you, honor you, and appreciate you.
We love you, honor you, and appreciate you.
Please join us today.
Please join us today.
Help us create a sacred space.
Help us to create a sacred space.
Help us to remove our Shen-Qi-Jing blockages.
Help us to remove our Shen-Qi-Jing blockages
that is related to our request today.
That are related to our request today.
Help us to transform our blockages.
Help us to transform our blockages.
So we can live a flourishing life.
So that we can live a flourishing life.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Dear our beloved own soul.
Dear our beloved own soul.
Dear the soul of your request,
Dear the soul of your request,
we love you, honor you, and appreciate
we
you.
love you, honor you, and appreciate you.
Please join us to practice today,
Please join us to practice today,
so we can experience
so we can experience
the growth,
the growth,
the transformation, so we can all be happy and healthy.
so that we can all be happy and healthy.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You have the power
You have the power
to do a great job.
to do a great job.
How?
How?
On that note, we will invite the Soul Song of Love, Peace, and Harmony to help us to continue to create the space, help us to connect with each other, heart to heart, and soul to souls. Okay. Lula, lula, li. Lula, lula, li. Lula, lula, li, lula. Lula, li, lula. Lula, li, lula. 我爱我心和灵，我爱全人类，万灵融合母是生，相爱平安和谐，相爱平安和谐。I love my heart and soul. I love all humanity. Join hearts and souls together. Love, peace, and harmony. Love, peace, and harmony. E aloha mai iau. E aloha kako apa. E pili mai puwai kako. Aloha malielo kai. Aloha malielo kai. Kokoro to tamashi wo aishiteru. 人類すべてを愛してる。心と魂を一つにしよう。愛平和そして調和。愛平和そして調和。Chant to finish.
Rakastan surantani yasenulani. Rakastan koko ihwis kwanta. Lita suramet yasenulirtan. Rakos rauhaya harmonia. Rakos rauhaya harmonia. And Hindi?
मुझे प्रेम मेरे दिल और
आत्मा से
मुझे प्रेम सारी मानवता से
Joro dil aur atma saath, Prem Shanti aur ekta, Prem Shanti aur ekta.
How. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So let's see who's on the line with us.
So we have a couple of people, but only Archana has said hi.
Hi, Archana.
Hi,
Thank you for
Archana.
joining us. Love you.
Hey, continue to say hi to us so we know you're here on the line. You can also put down your one request in the chat box so we can all transform our requests together. The power of doing our practice together is exponential. So powerful. So this past, has it been a month since Master Francisco here? About 3 weeks. This past 3 weeks has been amazing. A lot of deep blockages came up, and we're so grateful. Just like going through 1 week with Master Francisco, the transformation. Like I thought, I had been going through deep transformation in the past 3 years since I know Master Sha, but 1 week being with Master Francisco was simply another thing. I feel like I went through another 3 years just in a week of time. So what came up yesterday for me was so interesting, and that gave me the deep gratitude of having Soul Song of Love, Peace, and Harmony so freely available for each of us. So since I came back from the Soul Mind Body Soul Over Matter workshop, we started experiencing a little bit blockages in finances, coming up, payment delays, and it's not just like one aspect of the payment. We have teaching jobs, and we have freelance work, and we have works requested from healers over the world, including a few centers, and other requests that's unrelated to the healing business. But across the board, the delay was a thing. Like even the school, usually the payment is like scheduled right on time. Even that has delay. It was like, how does that even happen? So we knew, blockages was coming up. But knowing it is one thing. Being able to not go into fear is a whole different story. So the whole process, I'm very, very fortunate to, have all these divine channels with me all the time. I'm here on Tuesdays. Most of the other time I'm at the center. And I have a partner, my husband, is on the soul journey with me. So regardless how scary everything seems to be, we're like taking one step at a time. And surprisingly, most of the time I was very peaceful, even though like you think going to negative and coming back up, and went to negative and coming back up. But yesterday I experienced something that was so deep. The fear was as if I was 3 years old, I experienced drowning, and that memory came up.
Wow.
Not literally that way, but as if that fear was that big in terms of seeing my bank number reducing. And it was actually not that bad, but the fear was so big. So exactly what happened was I had a friend in LA who has a friend very dear to him, has cancer. And by the time he had the person who has cancer went to the hospital, it was a little too late. It had spread from the lung area, so surgery was not an option anymore. He had to go through the chemotherapy, and they didn't even know the successful rate of that.
Hmm.
So my friend was freaking out completely. He called me right away. He knew I was doing healing, and he wanted to know, is there anything we can do to help him? At the same time, the friend actually in Taiwan who actually has the cancer was not quite open to receive blessing. They didn't understand what soul healing is. Even we try to find as much teaching of Master Guo's. It's actually available in Chinese online somewhere. To share with them to understand this body space medicine and how the soul healing came about. But he was on the fence of, oh, I'm just gonna trust and let the higher power decide. Yeah, and his best place to be is try to be in peace, which was a great attitude actually. So I was guided to send him Soul Healing Miracle book, and I told my friend I was gonna send him one book so he could put the book. So for those who had friends or family going through chemotherapy, we had learned this from one of the students in Hawaii who went through chemotherapy herself. What she did was she took the Soul Healing Miracle book with the calligraphy. She put the IV tube through the calligraphy page and then just cover it and request, the soul of the medicine, please help me without side effects. So she went through the chemotherapy with a very, very minimal amount of side effect. So I was thinking I could help him this way, so I decided I was going to send him a book to Taiwan. But yesterday I finally had time. I was packing books and I checked guidance again. This time the guidance said, no, you have to send 10 books. He needs a book circle. So I was like, oh my god. That actually happened right after I checked my bank account.
Oh, yeah.
So the shipping
And
fee
international shipping.
was gonna be expensive. I knew it.
Yeah.
That just like made my fear went even higher. And even though I wrote the instruction and I did the flow, the Heavens team was so beautiful. They gave me the flow for this person so beautifully, so much love, and so very simple, specific instructions packed in the book, 10 books, everything. At the same time, the fear was here coming up. My bank account is low, my bank account is low. I don't know how much is the shipping fees can cost. So while all this was happening, I decided it was a split moment. I had a decision to make. I could completely freak out. And I knew what exactly was going to happen after I freaked out because it happened before, even though it was not related to finances. I could freak out, and then Sunny would freak out with me, and then my kid would freak out. And by the rest of my day, I would just be not functional. Whenever I freaked out, my body just went shutting down. I just had to sleep for the rest of the day. So that split moment, I could see the freaking out was coming up. But at the same time, the soul song of love, peace, harmony was so strong in my head. So I was like, okay, now I have a choice to make. I choose to freak out or I choose to just stay with love, peace, and harmony. So I was able to start just chanting that little voice of soul song of love, peace, and harmony that was playing in my mind. I just chanted as if I am drowning and the soul song of love, peace, and harmony was the only floating wood.
Right.
I was chanted with that complete surrender. Like I'm just gonna grab on this wood. Whatever else happened doesn't matter. So I did that and I just kept chanting. We packed the box. We went to the post office and then the lady told me, okay, this is $99 something. I was like, I don't have other option. I look at her. Do I have a second option that's a little lower? The credit card I have on my hand only has $70 credit. So she looked at me and said, oh no, these books are pretty heavy. This is your best option. Plus it comes with it, for insurance. She said it so light, but in my heart and mind and whole body. I was so scared. As if I put that $90 in, my bank account would be flat for the rest of my life. That kind of fear.
Wow.
It was this big. I was like, okay, no, I need to chant Love, Peace, Harmony out loud. Doesn't matter who's in the post office. So I chanted. I just like, okay, Sunny, what's the next line? So I chanted, and then we went through the whole thing. I walked out of the post office. I gave Sunny a big hug. I thank him for just holding my hands through this process without freaking out with me, and then we went home. And I was feeling very peaceful knowing that. Oh, actually, there was a very important moment when the post office lady told me about the shipping fee. I paused for a second. I look at the screen on the credit card machine, and a voice told me, "This 10 books could save that person's life." Are you gonna let that $90 stopping you from saving a person's life? And that was the theme I was going through. The challenge this past 3 weeks after Master Francisco was here was not actually financial related. So then I suddenly realized everything was because I have fear of truly being who I am. And we'll talk about that later. So we went home, went through the rest of the day peacefully. I was very grateful for the Soul Song of Love, Peace, Harmony. You cannot imagine how grateful I was because I could continue to go on with the rest of my day according to what needed to be done, where I need to go, without having to cancel everything. This morning, I received a text message saying, "I'm going to honor for you for the Dark Calligraphy Workshop and the Divine Service Workshop." That was it.
Wow.
I was like, what? How did that even happen? Like, it was not even in my awareness this could happen at all. It just somebody texted me saying that's what I'm going to do right now. And I just, like, I was still on the bed. I was just like, my whole soul was bowing down on the floor to the person who somehow received the guidance from heaven that he was going to do that. And to the Soul Song of Love, Peace, and Harmony, get me through that entire fear without freaking out, and send the 10 books to the person wholeheartedly knowing that this will help him for sure. Like, I've never had such belief that 10 books will help him so greatly. So that's the power of Soul Song of Love, Peace, and Harmony. And that's what we're going to do. We're going to use the Soul Song of Love, Peace, and Harmony to transform and to heal, to help the soul of that request that we have. It doesn't matter, it's a project, it's your finances, it's your job, it's your business. Okay, just let's call the soul of your request and ask them to sing Soul Song of Love, Peace, and Harmony with us. And we'll receive the blessings from the Soul Song of Love, Peace, and Harmony. Oops, careful. Okay, do we have anybody saying hi?
We also have Elizabeth Wong. Hi,
Oh, from
Elizabeth.
California. Hi.
Hi,
Thank you
Elizabeth.
for joining us. And we have a few more people, so if you haven't said hello on live stream yet, please do. We'd love to know who you are, and if you'd like to share your request, please do that as well. Just type it in.
Okay, I have a text message. I'm gonna pass this to Sunny so he can answer Master Chami. I think they're talking about the center.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. So let's visualize the soul of whatever your request is, your business, your project, as a golden light beam coming in front of us. Of course, if you have a specific image of your request, that would be great too. So visualize that. Ask this beautiful soul who has its greatest potential to serve but have some few blockages that needs to be transformed. Call them in and we'll say hi to them. Dear soul of, name your project, your business, or your request. I love you, honor you, and appreciate you.
Appreciate you.
Please join me
Please join me
to chant soul song of love, peace, and harmony.
to chant the soul song of love, peace, and harmony.
To bring love, peace, and harmony
To bring love,
Bring
peace, and
love,
harmony
peace, and harmony
to our request,
to
our
our
request.
to help us to flourish,
to help us to flourish,
to help us to move forward in love, peace, and harmony.
to help us to move forward in love, peace, and harmony.
And you can also make a request for yourself if you have a physical issue, mental, emotional, or anything that you would like to request for yourself. Also do that. So we'll say that, dear, I have a shoulder pain right now. I'm going to request for it. Dear soul, mind, and body of my shoulder, I love you, honor you, and appreciate you. You have the power to heal and transform yourself. Do a great job. Thank you. Dear soul of the Soul Song, Love, Peace, and Harmony, the permanent soul CD that is downloaded to every one of us and everything around us. We love you, honor you, and so deeply appreciate you. Please help us to transform the blockages that prevent our life to thrive, to flourish, that prevent our project, our request to grow, strengthen, and develop further. We are so truly grateful. And before we start chanting, we will do a forgiveness practice that is related to your request. Dear the Divine, dear the Tao, dear the Source, and beyond Source, we love you, honor you, and appreciate you. We sincerely and deeply apologize for all the mistakes our ancestors and us have made in all lifetimes, especially those mistakes that is related to our project, business, career, job, any of your requests. Dear all the souls whom our ancestors and us have hurt or harmed, that is related to our request, that is related to our finances and businesses. We love you, honor you, and appreciate you. We sincerely and deeply apologize for the hurt and harm that we've caused you, knowingly or unknowingly. We know deep in our heart that only ask for forgiveness is not enough. We need to serve. To serve is to make others happier and healthier. To serve, to chant is to serve. To meditate is to serve. Today we will chant Soul Song of Love, Peace, and Harmony. to serve all the souls who joined today and their requests. Dear all the souls
Dear all the souls
who have hurt or harmed us
who have hurt or harmed us
and our ancestors
and our ancestors
in any ways in all lifetimes,
in any way in any lifetime,
especially those that's related to our request.
especially in ways related to our request.
We sincerely forgive you.
We sincerely forgive you.
Please open your hearts and souls
Please open your hearts and souls
to receive our unconditional forgiveness.
to receive our unconditional forgiveness.
We are so grateful
We are
We are
so
so
grateful
grateful
that we have this opportunity
that we have this opportunity
to give our forgiveness
to give our forgiveness
and to ask for your forgiveness.
and to ask for your forgiveness.
And we will chant Soul Song of Love, Peace, and Harmony. Lula, lula, li. Lula, lula, li. Lula, lula, li, lula. Lula, li, lula. Lula, li, lula. I 心和灵，我爱全人类，万灵融合梦世生，相爱平安和谐，相爱平安和谐。I love my heart and soul. I love all humanity. Join hearts and souls together. Love, peace, and harmony. Love, peace, and harmony. E aloha mai ia'u. E aloha kako apau. E pili mai pu'uwai kako. Aloha maliero kai. Aloha maliero kai. Kokoro to tamashi wo aishiteru. Jinrui subete wo aishiteru. Kokoro to tamashi wo hitatsu ni shiyou. Ai heiwa soshite chōwa. Ai heiwa soshite chōwa. Hindi. Muche prem mere dil aur atma se. Muche prem salimagata se. Joro dil aur atma sat. Prem shanti aur ekta. Prem shanti lula, lula, li, lula, lula, li, lula. 我爱我心和你，我爱穿人类，万灵融合牧师上，相爱平安和谐。相爱平安和谐。I love my heart and soul. I love all humanity. Join hearts and souls together. Love, peace, and harmony. Love, peace, and harmony. Aloha mai ia'u. Aloha kako apau. E piri mai puhai kako. Aloha maliero kai. Aloha maliero kai. Kokoro to tamashi wo aishiteru. Jindui subete wo aishiteru. Kokoro to tamashi wo itotsu ni shiyou. Aihe wa soshite jowa. Aihe wa soshite jowa. Hindi. Mujhe prem mere dil aur atma se. Mujhe prem sari manavta se. Jodo dil aur atma saath. Prem shanti o ekta. Prem shanti o ekta. Master Gina.
Rakastan sudantani aselulani. Rakastan koko ihwiskunta. Litar suramet yaselurikten. Rakas rauhaya harmonia. Rakas rauhaya harmonia.
And we'll chant silently from the top, doing soul language. Just bring our mind and attention Gently down to our jaw and our lower abdomen. And allow the soul song just play whatever the language that is playing in you right now. Just allow it to sing for you. If you can, only if you can. If not, don't try too hard. Hear the soul song who's singing for you, coming from your jaw. You see this beautiful mother of soul song of love, peace, harmony in beautiful rainbow color, coming to shine her light, her love, her peace, and her harmony in every single part of your body, in your heart, in your brain, in your jaw. And remember the soul of your request. Could be your business, your relationship, your projects. See this beautiful mother of soul song of love, peace, and harmony. Just give your project the greatest love, the brightest light, the most nurturing compassion, the most heart-opening forgiveness to your request. Give it the biggest hug. Hold it in the soul song of love, peace, harmony's heart. And hold each of us in her heart. And just allow ourselves to surrender to the unconditional love of love, peace, and harmony that is here to serve us, to nurture us, to strengthen us, to empower us, to hold our hands through challenges, through our testing and purification, to give us everything that we need. I will chant one more time of Soul Song of Love, Peace, Harmony in soul language. Lula, lula, li. Lula, lula, li. Lula, lula, li, lula. Lula, li, lula. Lula, li, lula. How. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Wow, we're so grateful. Thank you, the Soul Song of Love, Peace, and Harmony. Thank you for each of the souls who came to chant with us. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I hope you're feeling great. I'm feeling so grounded. That's probably the best word, grounded. Very solid and very trusting right now, which I haven't felt for a while. Very trusting. So share with us your experience on the chat box. How are you feeling, Sunny?
Very happy, peaceful. Yeah, it's the Love, Peace, Harmony soul song just takes you into this place of bliss if you just let it. And it's a beautiful place to be. So thank you, thank you, thank you, the soul song of love, peace, and harmony. And thank you, the divine. Thank you, Master Shah, for bringing us this song. It's so universal. You can use it. You can call on it for anything, any request at all. So beautiful. We have Sharon Tubergen and Monica, who have also said hello.
Oh, wonderful. Thank you. Thank you, Sharon. Thank you, Monica.
Master Gina, you'd like to share your
Okay,
experience?
so it's really interesting. I was thinking about this earlier today. How one of our beloved healers, one of our friends, she had shared with us. I can't remember if it was when Master Francisco was here or earlier. That in the last year, her business has increased over $1 million. And I was like, what? My gosh. Wow.
Wow.
Like, that's one of our friends that we personally know, And then right now I was thinking about somebody else that we know that was at the Soul Over Matter retreat, and he received a calligraphy, and he offered to honor $250,000 for the calligraphy. And so I can't remember if Master Shah asked him, how can you afford to do that or something? And he said, oh, well, recently, I don't remember exactly what it's called, but he said, my jet broker called me or something like that. And so I was able to get financing to buy this jet, and my team of, jet salesmen or whatever it is, we got together and we were able to sell this jet, and we made $2 million a piece on it or something. And I'm like, okay, this is a few phone calls for him, right? And I'm like, oh, okay. And I'm just thinking, wow, that what all we have to do is open our hearts to allowing something like that to happen. And as soon as I said that, I realized how close my heart is. Because part of my brain or my karma or whatever, it just doesn't believe that that's possible. Because as soon as I said, oh, all we have to do is open our hearts, I just felt this clenching feeling. And I was like, oh, there's that, I need to I'm glad I found that. It was this hidden thing within me that I didn't know that was there. And so thank you so much, Hannah. Thank you, the Soul Song of Love, Peace, and Harmony. Thank you, Master Shah. Thank you, Divine Endow. I went to look for my Love, Peace, and Harmony card. I didn't bring it today. So I was tracing forgiveness out of the book Greatest Forgiveness, Doc Wan Shu. But I've been doing a lot of tracing the last few days. It's really helping. So I'm going to add that to my list, because I go around thinking that, of course I can make $1 million or more. And yet I haven't. So why is that? And it's part of my heart. It's just still closed to that possibility. I've done readings on it before about it's that there's been a lot of past lifetime trauma, and for being wealthy, right? We often get persecuted, especially as women or as spiritual. Those of us on the spiritual path, So we need to ask for forgiveness and just really deeply, sincerely apologize for those that we've hurt, which Yanan led us in such a beautiful forgiveness practice. I feel very much more hopeful and renewed. Yeah, wow. It's just, these transformations are happening so fast.
Yes.
Right? Yeah.
Absolutely.
Like she said, earlier, Yanan recognized, oh, I can freak out, and then this, and this will happen, or I can sing love, peace, and harmony.
Yeah.
And just in that one instant, be able to go, oh, just to see all of that in front of you. Like, I'm going to incapacitate myself if I freak out, and I have another choice. I mean, wow, just to be able to have that realization. You can hear love, peace, and harmony. It can be playing in your head, and you not even notice it. But she noticed it. So, yeah.
Yeah, thank you for that
Thank
sharing.
you.
That's exactly what I've been going through in my life for the past 3 weeks since Master Francisco's workshop. What had come up to me was the fear of being who I can't be, to really like bring my soul potential out. And it was that close. That's why the blockage was that strong for me. Because think about, you have this block in your heart, and it's so big that it creates a shut door for you to connect to your soul potential. Think about, this is my soul potential, and this is me this lifetime, and I have the access of it, but there's a big block right there. Yeah, and that's how close it is in front of me in the past 3 weeks, and it just somehow is surfacing through finances right now. But every time I experience that blockage through finances, I know so deeply in my heart it is not finance related. And till 2 days ago, yesterday, I think it was yesterday, I posted, some of you are my Facebook friends, you saw me posting the Winnie the Pooh.
Oh, I didn't see it. I have to
So I can go find it.
I
So
love
there
Winnie
was
the
this
Pooh.
little animation, I love it so much, but at the same time, that's my blockage. So I saw this Winnie the Pooh animation somebody shared online. It was Winnie the Pooh holding the fork and knife, and there's a big pot of honey in front of it, and it was saying, it was like
Whenever there's food in front of me,
when my attitude
disappears.
when I'm about to eat.
Yeah, when I'm about to
So
eat.
and then the animation was this Winnie the Pooh so happy with to eat. I was like, oh my god, that's me. That's so me. I really do that, and I love doing that, and I wish I could do that for the rest of my life.
Oh.
And that's my blockage, because I don't want to be responsible for people's spiritual journey. I don't want to be a teacher. I don't want to have this fear of, if I make the wrong decision, it's going to affect so many people's life. If I become a spiritual teacher, if I become a healer, and so on.
Well, it's too late now.
I know, right? And then I look at that Winnie the Pooh, I was like, oh, it's not like I have a choice, This is your life purpose. If your soul is here to do that, you can't avoid it. You can't pretend it's not there, even though there is a big fear in front of you. And that's actually, for me, the biggest blockage that stopped my life to flourish, because I want to look away from what I really need to do and then pretend it's not there. But at the same time, every step of my decision was being led by my soul. So I'm very, very grateful at this point to my mind, as strong as it is. It always listens to my soul. So I've had so many people came and tell me, wow, you've grown so fast in such short amount of time, and you're so strong, you're so smart, this and that. But deep in my heart, I know that I didn't make any of those decisions. Every time the decision is two-way, it's like my mind gets, what's the word?
Bypassed.
It's like there's immediate bypass. My mind just shuts down. My boss, my soul just took over, and that was every time. So, and Sunny knows that very well. And I very greatly appreciate he never freaks out for the decision that made. That doesn't really make sense sometimes at the moment. But because my soul was so powerful and has been and always take me to make that decision, and then not till later on we realize, of course, that's your path, that's what you need to do. So I can be Winnie the Pooh when I'm eating, but then I can't live that forever because that's not my soul potential. So to recognize you have a soul potential, and then to be brave enough to say, okay, I'm going to live that. I'm just going to allow it to live through me without having my own attachment of how my life needs to look like. It's something I'm going through. I'm not there yet, but the fact to be able to see that is huge for me. And I have been, the greatest practice I've done is the love, peace, and harmony. It was like really, I've done many other practices, but love, peace, harmony was just so simple. When you're not able to think too much, Soul Song of Love, Peace, and Harmony is just there playing in your head.
It does. It does.
It really does. So we're very, very, very lucky and blessed that Master Sha download the songs in every one of us. That's why it plays in your head.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's so amazing. So we're gonna continue to do the practice of chanting.
We're gonna
5 minutes.
We're gonna
Okay.
close soon. I also wanted to share that fear has been coming up for me too, but very similar to what Yana was just talking about. It's like Yana and I, over the past couple of years since we found the center, we very often get chosen as demos to receive blessings, and every time it's almost like God saying, or heaven saying, I'm showing you the way. This is where you need to go. That's why I chose you. And then it's our part to follow through on that. And that's where the fear blocks us. We keep getting the blessing, we keep getting the messages, and then yet we're not able to, our fear keeps us from pushing forward. Because it's similar to that fear that Yanan was describing, that it's the fear of realizing who we are actually meant to be, of who heaven already has laid out the path for us. They keep blessing us, they keep showing us the way. It's our fear that is really truly keeping us. So surrendering in the face of that fear is what I'm working on currently, is just to recognize that fear and still just surrender. Let our soul speak through us and get our mind and our fears out of the way. That is and that's where the soul song of love, peace, and harmony can help us to just bypass the mind, as you were saying, to take us past the blockages.
Okay, so for the last few minutes, we're closing at 15 today, right?
7:15.
Because there are some traffic issues on Master Gina's way home, and she really needs to be home before a certain time for her meetings. So we're gonna end at 7:15. In this 5 minutes, we will continue to chant love, peace, and harmony.
Do we have any other comments?
Do we have any comments?
No, Monica just said that she was waiting in the other event by accident, so then she found our link because I was sharing on Facebook that we are live, so she found her way here.
Okay, great.
So we're glad to have you with us.
So we'll continue to chant Soul Song of Love, Peace, and Harmony, and I will turn on my calligraphy treasure and trace this Love, Peace, and Harmony calligraphy card by Master Sha for everyone's request. Okay, so silently make a request, one request, and I will turn on my treasures. Please bless everyone's requests most appropriately. Everyone who's here in person, on the line, and those who will be watching the webcast in the future for their one request. Okay, then we will chant. Mr. Gina, you start the tone, the melody.
La, la, la.
Yeah.
Lula, lula,
Lula,
lula, la, li. Lula, lula, li, lula. Lula, li, lula. Lula, li, lula. 我爱我心和泪，我爱全人类，万民荣的牧世上，相爱平安和谐。相爱平安和谐。I love my heart and soul. I love all humanity. Join hearts and souls together. Love, peace, and harmony. Love, peace, and harmony. Aloha mai iao. Aloha kako apau. Pili mai puwai kako. Aloha malielo kahi. Aloha malielo kahi. Kokoro to tamashi wo aishiteru. Jinui subete wo aishiteru. Kokoro to tamashi wo hitotsu ni shiyou. Ai wa so shite chowa. I was so she did Thank you.
Wow, thank you so much for the tracing blessing. Da Xiangai Ping An Hashia calligraphy card and Yanan's soul. Thank you. Calligraphy soul healer, we love you. Thank you. That was such a huge, tremendous blessing. I asked for my heart to be open to receiving. And I immediately saw like all this like gold, pink and gold light, like pink and gold, is it pink gold? Yeah, pink gold. Yeah, like actual, like I could see like pink gold nuggets.
Wow.
Pink gold is?
Pretty.
Yeah.
I think so. Yeah. It's kind of a little
It
rosy
comes from-
color.
Yeah, rose gold. Thank you,
Rose
rose
gold,
gold.
yeah.
Mhm. It comes from like, I don't know, Montana or somewhere in that area of the country.
Oh
Wow.
my goodness. I saw the Love Peace Harmony send a bird to each of us.
Oh,
Bird.
wow.
So if your soul communication channel is open, ask what that bird means to you. So, like they look different. I think Monica got a peacock.
I was seeing a peacock. That's so funny.
Yeah.
I mean, I always think about peacocks.
Nice.
So
Elizabeth says, Dagan, and for the sharing, I will also work on my fear by singing Love, Peace, and Harmony. That was a light bulb moment.
Yay.
thank you. So each of us have such an important role on Mother Earth at this time. Otherwise, we wouldn't be with each other.
Yeah.
We wouldn't be with Master Sha. So allow the soul song of love, peace, and harmony serve us and serve through us. Okay, so we'll say bye for now. And we'll say 3 love you, 3 thank you, and 3 gong songs. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Love you, love you, love you. Gong song, gong song, gong song. Thank you,
everyone.
bye bye. See you. Oh, Master Gina's on Thursday.
See you
Don't
Thursday.
forget.